Your favorite food?
Nasi goreng.
Nasi goreng.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
We've seen a lot of Indonesia. We've done a lot in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
My husband is at the hotel just resting right now.
Horses in stalls are like humans during COVID at home.
Yeah.
It was not nice.
No, ladies know what
Yes.
it's like to walk in heels for like after a few hours. Like it's the pain. That is probably what a horse feels like if they're wearing a saddle that doesn't fit them. Obviously very proud to be a Donnelly.
Yeah.
Margaret Donnelly is like
Yes.
the icon.
It gives me like a little bit of goosebumps thinking about how just one horse can change this woman's
special.
life, and then it basically built the company that it is now.
And when you see the horses wear it, they just completely relax. Yeah.
Keeping them comfortable means that their career lasts longer.
Absolutely, yeah. And you have a happy horse, happy rider, happy horse.
Hi, this is Saskia. Welcome to another episode of EquineTalks. This is our channel where we talk everything about horses because every horse matters. So today we have a very extraordinary guest from the United Kingdom. Her name is Hannah Donnelly, and she's the head of international sales at Equilibrium, a family-owned company built by horse owners for horse owners. So this is a very cool company from the United Kingdom where they build products that go through a lot of research and testing just for getting better care for their horses. So please welcome Hannah Donnelly.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited
Thank you
to
for
be
being here today. We're truly grateful to have you with us on our page and on our channel. So, and yeah, thank you for being here to visit our store. And yeah, I've heard you've been here for a little bit.
Yeah, so Equilibrium was at Equitana in Melbourne.
Yeah.
For the show with Horse in the Box, one of our distributors in Australia. So that was really cool. So we used that opportunity whilst we were this side of the world to come and see you guys in Indonesia.
Thank you, yes.
Find out a little bit about you, your company, how horse owners think and what they feel about their horses.
Yeah.
And then we had used it as an excuse to have a 2-week holiday in Bali and Gili, which was really amazing. It's been such a lovely break.
I know.
So yeah, it's been really great.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're enjoying our country.
Yeah.
What's your first impression of Indonesia?
The people are really nice.
Yeah.
You guys are very, very polite and helpful and friendly, so which is really lovely. Bali is very beautiful, some really nice places, like the jungle. We were in the Ubud, and then we went to the beach and things. So that's very beautiful. Jakarta is busy.
Yeah, it's a massive city.
Yeah, but like the skyscrapers and everything. It's a very interesting city. There's a lot to see and do. So we've had a great time, and it's been we get to obviously see you guys, which is always a bonus.
Yay.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. So how has your experience been so far here? Like in Jakarta and Bali, what has been your favorite city so far?
So we really liked. We went to see Jakarta.
Oh yeah,
I went to all of the temples, which was really cool. So we went over to the Borobudur temple and all of the different ones. So that was really nice. So Bali was a little bit more chill, and then we kind of had a bit more culture and a bit more sightseeing here. So yeah, it was really nice. And then we got the posh train.
Oh yes,
with the posh cabin, which is really cool, all the way
the
through
sleeper train. What do you call it, the sleeper cabin?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So then we got that all the way over to Jakarta. So yeah, we've seen a lot of Indonesia. We've done a lot in 2 weeks. Yeah. My husband is at the hotel just resting right now.
You guys done quite a bit in the last. Yeah, and you managed to pack everything.
We did. We do that.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we do that. If we come into somewhere, we will try and see as much as you can.
Yes.
You might not come back for a little while. So
yeah, of course. Yeah, but no, I think it's so amazing that you guys travel all the way here. You've done a good lot of like sightseeing. And I'm really glad you enjoyed your time because obviously we're a very hospitality/tourism based country.
Definitely.
I mean, we have loads of stuff to see out there, and I think you picked the best cities.
Yeah.
Jakarta, Bali, Jakarta.
Good food.
And Gili. Yeah,
and really good food.
Yeah, really good food. What's your favorite food?
Nasi goreng.
Nasi goreng.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. The classy one.
Yes.
The classic nasi goreng.
The one with the egg.
Yeah, with the egg.
Yes.
Yes. It's also my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm
really
glad.
good.
So have you since you've been here now in Jakarta for a few days? Is it 3-4 days?
Yes, 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to explore the equestrian scene here?
Yeah, so I managed to see the CSI One Star FEI World Cup yesterday.
Yes, correct.
At Athiasa Stables, and that was really cool because I got to meet a lot of the horse riders, a lot of the trainers, and the event organisers as well, who worked really hard to put these events on.
Yes.
And it was all really well organised, and all of the riders, they did really well. And it was really nice to see kind of like the differences between some of the equipment that they use, the stables facilities, how you keep the horses cool as well, which is obviously a big thing over here, not so much in the UK. Although we have had a few summers recently where it's been like really hot for very short periods. So that has been a bit of a shock to horse owners to try and keep the horses cool. But here it's nice that they had a really very open, breezy stable block with fans to try and keep the horses nice and cool.
Yeah, that's very important.
And even though it was 34 degrees, the horses seemed really comfortable inside. So that was really nice to see. Because I know that that's a challenge in the hot countries for sure, particularly when they're being ridden as well. So that was really good.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's good.
I think did you also sponsor the event? Yes.
So the winner of the World Cup received a massage pad as a prize.
Fancy.
I know. So that was really good to see them receive that prize. And we were a sponsor at the event, which was great. We got to have our logo, and we got to meet everybody, and it was really lovely. Yeah.
That's very nice. So, obviously, you being with Equilibrium, could you tell us a little bit more about your role as the head of international sales at Equilibrium, and your journey, and a little bit, if you could tell us a little bit about your journey, about how you're here today, and what made you want to obviously build the company,
So Equilibrium Products started in 1999, so it's our 25th birthday this year.
Oh, 25th.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we had a big party at Spoga, which was fun. The company started with Margaret Donnelly, the managing director. So she is a very innovative person. She sees a problem and then tries to develop a product to fix that problem.
Yes.
So back in 1999, horses who in the UK, they were having issues with head shaking.
Yes.
So with allergies to pollen or dust or UV light, when they were being ridden, they were just constantly kind of shaking their head and not able to settle. And she had a very lovely dressage horse called Timmy.
Yeah.
Back then, who had this problem. And Margaret was not working in the equestrian industry at the time, but she was a horse owner and lover for many, many years. And she thought to develop a product to try and help with his head shaking.
Yes.
So essentially, this is Timmy. So essentially, she went inside, found a hairnet, just a hairnet that you put on your head, and put it over his nose, and then he stopped head shaking. So the actual net itself helped stop the pollen and the dust from irritating him, and then he stopped head shaking. So that was when she said, well, maybe I can make a product to help horses and horse owners throughout the UK, because that issue back then, there was no real cure for it. Horses were actually being put to sleep because there was
head shaking.
Yeah, because there was nothing the vets could do back then. So she decided, well, we could maybe make something like this. So she started to make patterns. She's a very good sewer as well, so she started to make patterns and ways of how it can kind of sit well and shape the nose, contour the nose. It then went away for some testing at De Montfort University, and it was proven to help 79% of head shaking sufferers.
Wow.
So then the phones just, when people started to learn about this product, the phone just went crazy because people were desperate for this solution to head shaking, and that's when Equilibrium started. So once Margaret had started to take orders, that's when she decided to go into the business full time. So this very, very simple but really effective product is what's basically started the business.
Oh wow!
So it's just a net that shapes the horse's nose. It's got quite a rough texture in the inside, so that it helps with kind of, if the horse wants to itch its nose, it can kind of scratch its nose with it, and then it helps with the pollen and the dust and trying to prevent any of them head shaking. Yeah, so it's a really easy to use product, very versatile, but it's something that has basically started the business.
Oh, wow.
I've been in, because Margaret Donnelly I'm Hannah Donnelly, so the clue is in the name. She is my auntie. So I've been in the business since I was very young, helping summer holidays, sticking labels and things like that.
Involved from a young age.
Doing some summer vacation work. So I've been growing up with the business, growing up with a lot of the staff as well, and always known them since I was a child. So then when I qualified at university as a physiotherapist, I worked in the National Health Service in the UK for a while. And then Margaret approached me and said, look, I want you to come and work for me full time. I've got a position at the international sales. Would you be interested? And back then, the international sales director, Alison Sherwood-Bruce, who is the starter of the international sales. She's the one who started all of the conversations and the relationships and really built the foundation of the international sales. So I started working with her nearly 3 years ago.
Wow.
And then that was it. I've just been working full time ever since on the international sales team.
Yeah, making a difference in every horse's lives now.
And meeting amazing people. Like the best part of my job is to go I'm very lucky. I can go to America, Australia, Indonesia. I've been all over Scandinavia.
Traveling a lot.
Yeah, I've met lots of different, obviously owners of tack shops, but they are all horse owners themselves. So the culture, for sure, is like it's all very different, and it's really interesting to speak to different people from all around the world. And some countries never use hay nets, and some countries would never wear boots if they're being ridden, or a massage pad is something that they've never heard of before. And it's a really nice way of exploring new avenues of the world, finding out what their preferences are, and kind of what makes them who they are as horse owners as well.
I see. So, that's such an amazing story to hear. Like it gives me like a little bit of goosebumps thinking about how just one horse can change this woman's life, and then it basically built the company that it is now.
Yeah, he was really special.
Yeah, so how did that, like, for example, you've only done, this was obviously the muzzle net was the original idea, but how did it spread out to the other products? Like we have the massage pad here, which is the heat sensor, which has heat, which is like very, very cool. There's obviously Timmy was an inspiration for that one product. And how did Margaret make all these, there's like so many numerous, you have so many things on your line right now. How did that come to be? Yeah, I don't really, her mind works in like amazing ways, like the way that she thinks of things. So breathability of legs, so boots, breathability, tendon degeneration, that was something that Equilibrium was talking about 15 years ago with the stretch and flex. So we were talking about the importance of keeping legs cool, the importance of making sure that you're not putting anything detrimental on legs, like bandages, for example. The way that you bandage can actually cause different pressure points on the leg if you don't know how to bandage, and obviously the breathability part of it as well. Yeah. And there's real detrimental effects to heat on tendon degeneration and breakdown. And Equilibrium have been banging this drum about breathability for a long, long time. Before it was ever a hot topic, pardon the pun. But now in the last like 5, 6, 7 years, people are starting to really ask us about it, understand the importance of breathability, which is really great to see, because it means that people are starting to really think, oh, actually, this boot that's really hot on my horse's leg, this is actually going to have a detrimental effect. So we had the boots range, stretch and flex, we had the trizone range, and then we had a ex-racehorse. So Margaret and Paul owned an ex-racehorse called Jack Dawson, who raced 71 races in his career. Is it like a flat or? No, he was steeple. Oh, he was a jump racer. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, he was awesome. He was a really cool dude. Yeah, he must have been a really tough horse. Yeah. He was only, I think he was like 15 hands, so he wasn't like a big horse. Yeah, but he was like packed full of power. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So he then retired at Margaret's amazing yard. They've got a lovely stable yard. Yeah. And then obviously with his career and everything, they just thought, well, we want to do something for back health and try and maintain back health, because obviously racehorses, they do have a very hard career, particularly when they're broken in. They can be broken in quite young. So they wanted to develop something that would maintain good back health
and care and muscle tone and make sure to prevent any kind of secondary injuries from that sort of career. So Margaret developed the magnetic, we used to have a magnetic back pad.
Yes.
Which has then now been taken over by the magnetic rug. But it was basically very similar. It was like a back pad that went over, then you would put movable magnets inside. Oh. And then the massage pad as well, which is probably our most famous product that most people know us about. So Jack was the inspiration behind kind of maintenance and improving back health, blood flow. So obviously with equilibrium being equilibrium, I went off for testing. So at Myerscough University in Lancashire in the UK, they did a load of testing on this product.
Oh, they did,
Yeah, so 6-week trial.
6 weeks, wow.
Yeah, and it was proven to increase back flexibility by 46%, increase stride length, lower heart rate. And when you see the horses wear it, they just completely relax, because they can really feel the kind of soothes the tense muscles after work. It gets the muscles ready before work. So he was kind of the inspiration behind that. And then because of that, he then went on to have a very successful endurance career.
After running 71 races.
Yes,
wow.
Yeah. So he was doing...
That's insane.
Yeah.
How old was he when he started his endurance career?
I think he was... he must have been like around 10.
Wow, that's not a young age either.
Yeah. So I think he was, because he went on to do that throughout his teens, and then he retired in his like late teens. So he only just recently passed away actually, at like 24. I think he was, or 25. Yeah. Wow. So he had a really long career.
10 years of racing, 10 years of endurance. Wow. 20-year career.
Yeah,
that's
for
insane.
Sure. And that is because of the products. Like the products have maintained him continuing to be comfortable in what he does and what he did. So it meant that we can continue to enjoy him. He can continue to enjoy his work because he just like really liked, having a job and having jobs. Sure, He's very smart. Yeah.
Horses are very goal-oriented animals. Like they want to do something. They always want to do something, I feel.
Yeah. Well, they're really smart, aren't they? Yeah.
Or like they're waiting for us to tell them to do something, and they're like, okay, I'll try for you. I'll try my best for you to do this. Kind of. They don't want to be like, just hanging about.
Yeah, for sure. They want to be doing something. Yeah, for sure. And then he was very much like that. Like always, wanted to continue his career. So that's kind of the inspiration behind
it's a wonderful product. This is one of our best-selling products here in Indonesia, actually, the massage pad. And ever since the heat sense, we brought the few of the heat senses here, it's been very popular, and everyone's been asking about it, getting and whenever I do my saddle fitting sessions, I also have it on as well. Yeah, I'm a very strong believer of this product because it's so versatile. Yeah, and I can just bring it around in a little bag. Yeah, and it's really nice. It's got the heat sense, the heat option on. Yeah, so I feel like. Because in Indonesia, surprisingly, I don't know if I've told you this before, but what we do here for horses with sore backs, we boil, a lot of the grooms boil hot water. They soak the towels in boiling water. We wring it, and then we put it on top of the horses. So this massage pad is a game changer because it stops the grooms from wasting their time doing that, and then putting the warm towels on the back, and then it gets cool really fast because it's humid and and the heat. So it dries out very fast, so they'll have to soak it again. Yeah. Go to the kettle, boil some more water.
Yeah, and I think as well, a lot of people in the UK use hot water bottles, which is very similar. Yes. But I think the reason that we brought this product out with the heat sensing technology is because we wanted to deliver the heat, but in a safe way. Because if you deliver too much heat with a water bottle or a boiling water on a towel, it can actually be above 42 degrees, which is actually can contribute to kind of cell breakdown and death. So we wanted to make sure that we were delivering the 42 degrees, but then it would switch off to maintain that level, which is like a safety aspect of the product as well. So people do use hot boiling water products, microwave packs, things like that, and it's fine, but the issue with it is that you don't know the temperature of the horse underneath. So it measures the horse underneath, and then it'll just keep it at that level. It took 2 years for this product to come out because they wanted to make sure it was absolutely perfect, and it is.
Yeah, what makes what do you think it makes this massage pad different from the other massage pads out there, or like the other, there's so many types of back pads.
Yes.
Just now, the clippable ones.
Yeah.
There's, Beamer, there's all kinds. But what makes the Equilibrium massage pad different?
I think that the massage pad is very easy to use. So it's very portable, as you touched on. It just comes with a little bag with a little handle. So it's really lightweight. So you can put it in the car, go to competition, take it away for stables. It's obviously research and tested. So it's evidence-based. So at the university, it's been researched to increase the back flexibility, to increase the blood flow, to lower the heart rate. So we know that it works. It's battery powered. So you just take it home, charge it up overnight, and it has got very good battery shelf life. So it'll probably do at least 12 sessions, probably more if you're not using the heat function. So the battery part of it is really good. And it's very easy to use. So it has a low, medium and high setting and then a heat, and that's it. You just put it on, turn it on whichever setting you want, and then it will just do its own cycle of pulsing, stroking, vibrating. It doesn't have lots of different settings for you to choose from. It is very easy to use. And the advantage of it is, as long as the horse is tied up and safe in the stable, you can do your jobs around the horse whilst he's having a massage. So a lot of people in the UK, when they're getting ready, they put the massage pad on and then they get all of their other bits ready for riding. So that means that the horse is having a 30-minute massage and you don't need to do anything. It's just doing it for you. We also have a 2-year guarantee as well with our products. So if anything happens to it within that year, with the electrical products, we'll sort it out. We'll swap it for free. And people have had this product. So we bought it out originally in 2007. So people have had this product for a long, long time, like 10, 12 years, 15 years. We used to have the original, it used to be black and navy is the very old versions, and people still have those products now. So which is just proves the longevity of these products. They last a long, long time.
Yeah, so this is basically your most popular product then.
Yes.
And I think it's going to do really well here as well, because we have so many horses with a lot of back pain here from like unfitted, like ill-fitted saddles, or they just work a lot here because horses here don't go as much as a break. So I feel like the Equilibrium products would do some horses here, or a lot of horses here, very good things to them, because, we have so much horses that are sore, horses don't walk enough, horses that are standing all day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think the whole Equine Resources Indonesia with the saddle fitting as well, like that really ties in well with our business, because we're all talking about horse welfare, good horse health care, back health as well. So obviously a saddle is one of the most important things for a horse to have that fitting properly. It's like wearing a pair of shoes that don't fit, that are too tight.
That'd be so painful.
Or too high or whatever. Like you know what the pain. Us ladies know what it's like to walk in heels for after a few hours. Like it's the pain. That is probably what a horse feels like if they're wearing a saddle that doesn't fit them.
Yeah.
And we really want to try and encourage horse riders in Indonesia to have their saddle checked, because it is so important. So I'm a human physio and I'm doing my animal physio degree at the moment in University of Liverpool. So saddle fitting goes hand in hand with physiotherapy. Like it is so important. And this type of product will help maintain all of the good saddle fitting, the good physiotherapy sessions that you have, to maintain that good back health and keep your horse comfortable for as long as possible.
Yeah, and keeping them comfortable means that their career lasts longer.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and you have a happy horse.
Correct,
happy rider, happy horse. So,
yes, I feel like, horses here could definitely do a little bit with a little bit more TLC on their backs. That way they can just last that little bit longer, which I think everybody wants, because obviously having a horse is a big investment. Yeah. So we want them to last as long as we can keep them going for as comfortable as they can.
Absolutely.
So that's it's been 25 years since Equilibrium was founded. So bringing it back to the company a little bit, obviously it's a family-owned business. So how has it evolved over the years, and what are you most proud of? So I think with you being involved now.
Yeah, so I think we are all horse owners, as you kind of touched on at the start. So the people who work in the business are all very knowledgeable about horses. So we're not just developers of innovative products. We've got very knowledgeable and experienced horse owners that work in the business as well. So we've got our customer care manager, Claire, who's been in the business for as long as I can remember. She's very good at all things horses. Really? So not just our products, if people phone up the customer care line or email about any questions at all, she's able to help, give advice on any kind of issue really. And we are very proud that we are able to help people. It's not just about selling our products, it's about giving people the advice that they need to keep their horse, obviously, welfare in check. And that's kind of our mission. And I think for Indonesian horse riders who have maybe not been in the industry for very long or don't have the guidance that other people might have, I think what I would just say is, reach out to your saddle fitters, your experts, your farriers, your vets, your brands that champion the horse welfare. Because it's really important. It doesn't matter at all. There's no question that's too small or too silly if you think I can't ask that because I don't want to sound stupid or that's just, we're here to help guide you through your journey with the horses. And I think, use your experts. Go on our website, go on the Equine Resources Indonesia website, have a look at all of the information about the best way to look after your horse, because, it's everybody learned at some stage. We didn't just, the knowledge didn't just come to us, did it? We were all taught. So I think reach out to those brands and those people who know, and we're more than welcome. We are always happy to help if you have any questions about any of our products. So I think the history of the company is that we've developed into this quite ethical company that has a real mission to try and help horses worldwide. And I think the thing I'm most proud of, I might be a bit biased because I work on the international sales, is the way that the company has grown internationally. It has been, the last 2 years, we have just seen such a skyrocket of people really interested in the products, getting these products out there and affordable as well. And that's the big thing internationally. There's a lot of brands out there. There's a lot of quite expensive equipment out there. We want to try and make our equipment as affordable as possible. And we've got some really good partners all over the world who are helping us with that mission, getting those products out there. And that's amazing. What I'm most proud of, definitely.
Oh, wow. Yeah, how does it feel knowing, it's obviously started from this one product from Timmy that helped thousands of horses in the UK. And then how does it feel knowing that Margaret's work or Margaret's inventions has had such a huge impact on the equestrian community, not only in the UK but worldwide?
It's quite mind-blowing really when you think about the way that the company has come on and the way that it's evolved. That one idea has kind of birthed this amazing business that has just gone on to develop so many different products and so many different disciplines and helping a variety of horses and ponies as well. So we try and make our products as accessible as possible. So we have extra small boots, we have extra small fly masks to help with those. Obviously the ponies, they deserve good products as well as the horses. Yeah, for sure. So we try and make it as accessible as possible. So I'm very proud to have Margaret as the managing director. I'm very proud to be a part of the business, help spread the word about what we do. And obviously very proud to be a Donnelly. Margaret Donnelly is the icon.
Insane. I'd love to meet her one day. She sounds like an amazing person.
I'm sure you will. I have to get her here. She has to come to
so inspirational. How many products do you guys have now in the Equilibrium?
Ranges, I think we have 7 or 8 ranges, and they're kind of umbrella terms, so the Trizone ranges, the breathable boots. So we've got the impact sports boots, the all sports boots, the brushing boots, the tendon and fetlock boots, and then we have the field relief, so they've got the fly mask. Fly rugs.
Those are very popular here.
Yes, really good for UV, obviously. Yes, hot countries as well.
Very hot.
And then we have the quick chill rug, which is our cooling rug, which you took to Bali recently, and that was really cool. So it's the rug that you dunk in water, give it a good wring out, and it helps speed up the evaporation process, cool the horses down. So the Australians were very keen on that product, obviously, because it's very hot over there.
It is very hot,
So that was really exciting to show that to them. And then we've got the massage and magnetic range.
This is my favorite product.
Yes, it's a lot of people's favorite product. We've got the stretch and flex, which are the breathable dressage boots. We also have a nutrition range in the UK. So we have quite a diverse range of products, and the product team are always kind of looking at new ways to grow those ranges, develop them, give them an improvement maybe. If a product's been out for a long time, it might be that it just needs a bit of a facelift, or if there's any kind of tweaks. And another good thing about our product team is they seamstresses as well, so they all sew. So it's really like very talented people in our team who really help with kind of developing patterns and that sort of thing. So that's really good.
That's amazing to hear. How do you feel so far? I mean, like now you're in Indonesia, you've seen, obviously you went to the show and then you got your products sponsored. Thank you for sponsoring the event, like we've probably seen the other day. How do you feel like about what kind of impact your products or the Equilibrium products have had globally? Because now you're seeing it here in Indonesia, and then like obviously, so you saw videos of people using it and they're enjoying it. What does that make you?
I think it's kind of cemented for me that we are definitely with the right partners.
Oh, thank you.
So you guys have definitely got the same vision that we have in terms of horse welfare, and making sure and trying to spread that message. And obviously being a saddle fitter yourself and so qualified, that really goes hand in hand with that kind of that message.
Yeah.
So I think it's an exciting prospect for me for Indonesia. I think there's a lot of horse owners and riders who would really benefit from our products.
Yeah.
And I think we've got some real interest in and hopefully a lot of growth in this country. And we have the partners to help us do that and spread that message. So it's been, we're not that well established generally in Asia. So we have a retailer in Thailand.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Herd Thailand, who are obviously trying to getting it out in Thailand, which has been successful. But obviously you guys here are Indonesian partners. So I think it's something that's an exciting prospect. I think that it's the only way is up from now on, for sure.
Yeah, it'll be very exciting. We'll be also going to Malaysia hopefully early next year. So we'll be bringing the massage pads with us to Malaysia.
That's
so
exciting.
You Malaysian watchers, we'll be coming on with you with the saddle fitting and massage pads. Hopefully will be available in Malaysia soon.
That's really exciting.
Yes. Yeah. So that'll be really good.
Oh yeah, I want to see a Malaysian horse wearing that.
Yeah. We've had a couple requests for that now.
Yeah, good.
So we'll probably be bringing those in early next year.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be really cool.
And things like that.
And please, all of the, if you've got Instagram, please tag us in all of your videos and photos. We want to see all of these horses around the world enjoing our products. So, we really want to see it. So tag us and we'll reshare it and,
tag us here on these pages.
Yeah. We want to see lots of different ponies and horses around the world using them.
Perfect. So what would you say to those here, the horse owners or riders in Indonesia who are working on or looking for solutions for their horses, like just like what you did, what Margaret did for Timmy? Like if say that they kind of feel their horse is a little bit off, or they're looking for solutions, like what would you advise them?
I think just ask for help. I think ask your professionals, ask the brands that know about the products that you need. There is no shame in asking for help. We would much prefer to educate horse owners and riders in Indonesia rather than people worried about approaching us. Anything really in terms of horse welfare. It doesn't have to be about our product. We are open to any kind of questions, but experienced horse owners in Indonesia as well, they will probably know the answer because they've probably been through the same problem before in their career.
For sure.
Because I know you had a horse rider on who's been very established for many years in Indonesia. So that sort of person who's like very experienced. And I think it's, doing research, so going on the internet, looking at lots of different websites, looking at like YouTube's blogs, thinking about, there's a lot of the UK brands do really well at kind of blogs and the importance of, pressure mapping and, the importance of massage and breathability and UV and protection and things. So I think, just do a lot of reading, and then if you're still not sure, just ask a professional because they are the ones who will be able to guide you.
Not being afraid of asking questions.
Absolutely, There's no shame in that. There's no harm in that. We all started from somewhere, and in the UK and in Europe, the horse culture, probably 30, 40 years ago, they were in this similar situation where they just needed a little bit of guidance, and now we are an established. We know what we have very good scientists and very good researchers, doctors, vets.
Yes.
In the UK, they do a lot of research into horse welfare. So it's just reading about that sort of advice and experience and evidence for sure.
Yes. All right. Okay. Last but not least, obviously, ERI, or Equine Resources Indonesia, was created with the priority of horse welfare in mind. And obviously, this channel is focused on, educating and raising awareness about horse welfare and horse care in Indonesia. So, what would you like to leave, like a final message that you'd like to share with all those horse owners or riders out there in Indonesia, especially about those who are passionate about improving, welfare and the care of horses here?
Yeah, I just say, you want to keep your horse as comfortable as possible. So we want to see our horses not as a thing that you just use. They are a loved animal.
Yeah.
And you want to try and make sure that you prevent any injuries, discomfort. Look at the signs of the horses. Are they swishing their tail? Are they trying to bite? Are they trying to kick? Do they look a bit agitated and angry? That's normally a sign of pain. Horses don't tend to kick out or behavioral just because most of the time there's something wrong with them, and they're trying to tell you that there's something wrong with them. So it's trying to investigate, what can I do to make you more comfortable? And if that is getting your saddle checked, having a off-the-shelf saddle. Most people in the UK would not buy a saddle without having it fit by a saddle fitter, because the importance of saddle fitting. So get your saddle checked, because that's super, super important. And thinking about, okay, I did something, lifted up the leg, and the horse looked upset or angry at me. There's obviously something going on there. So get the advice of your professionals, the vet, the farrier, the physiotherapist, and think about, okay, what can I do to try and make their comfort better? And I think as well, in the UK, most of the horses have free pasture as well. So if you have access to freedom of movement, is one of the biggest things that horses need. They need to be able to forage, find, socialise, move around, because obviously were wild animals. They're used to just, being wild and being their own free agent. And now being in a stable 24/7 is kind of not really their instinct. They prefer to be moving around.
Yes, of course.
So if you have that opportunity to have the horses out in pasture, that gives them that real freedom of movement to explore, to forage, to eat hay or grass or haylage, whatever else you have here. And then it just gives them that a little bit of gives them a bit of a mental download as well. So it just kind of lets them offload a little bit, lets off some steam. Because we all remember what it was like in COVID and lockdown, being kept in four walls.
All the humans are like stressed out, freaking out, depressed, and they have so much anxiety.
You just want to get out of this house.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put it. Yeah. I mean, horses in stalls are like humans during COVID at home. Yeah. It was not nice.
No. So if there's access to freedom of movement like that, is the best. And as a physio as well, like, the most important thing is to keep horses moving as best you can. It keeps joints lubricated, it keeps blood flow, it keeps muscles nice and, supple and relaxed. And that's the best thing for them. So, but my take home message would be just ask advice. Ask us, ask Saskia and the guys at ERI. Ask all of your professionals, because we're more than willing to help. And then there's loads on the internet that you can read about all of the evidence and research about horse welfare.
Wow, yeah, that's a good, strong takeaway message, guys. Did you hear that? Lots of movement for horses, making sure the horse's basic needs are taken care of.
It's just listening to your horse as well.
To your horse,
looking at them and saying, okay, he's had his ears back and he's been swishing his tail for a while now. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, look at those signs and say, okay, so he's not just he's not kicking out because he doesn't like me. He's kicking out because something's wrong.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, horses can't talk, so
exactly.
The only way they can talk to us is like them stopping at a fence, touching the fences,
behavior.
Yeah. Not wanting to jump nicely,
Yeah.
All those things are, that's right. All those signs, basically.
Yeah.
So we have to listen a lot more to our horses so that we're able to take care of them a little bit better.
Sure.
We have to always make sure kudanya comfortable sebelum kita do things with them. And if they're not comfortable, mereka nggak akan bisa do their best for us. Gitu. All right then. Well, that was really great. Thank you for being here on our channel today.
Okay.
I'm very excited and super, super happy that you were able to come with us to the horse show yesterday, and then now you're here in their store, and like, showing your products around. I mean, like these are amazing products that I would use myself as well. I think they're so useful. So I am Saskia Bingay, and this is our amazing guest, Hannah Donnelly from Equilibrium. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow our page, Airy Media, or EquineTalks on Spotify. And don't forget to also follow and subscribe to Equilibrium Products. It's on Facebook and Instagram. And we'll see you in the next video. So, bye!